Hafide Guam, and welcome to KOM News Extra. I'm Sonia Artero. More than 11 countries from around the world have gathered on Guam for this weekend's International Kite Flying Festival, sponsored by the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Guam. With more than 50 kite flyers from off-island and our very own team from Guam, Kites for Wishes 3 is the place that you'll want to be. So here with all the colorful details is Make-A-Wish Foundation board member Jackie Marotti, along with the American Kite Association Immediate Past President Dave Gomberg. Thank you both for coming in tonight.
Well, delighted to be here. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you for having us, Sonia.
No worries. And welcome back to Guam.
Well, it's great to be here. You know, I've been here for 12 hours and I've had 4 meals already, so I'm right on schedule.
I thought you were going to say 12 meals. I'd be like, that's one every hour. That's crazy. Now, the actual festival gets underway. Even though there's a press conference on Friday, Jackie, the actual festival gets underway this weekend. Tell us about the details that everyone at home wants to know about.
Right. The festival actually does start tomorrow for our students, our special needs and hearing impaired students. And the Japan Kite team has brought 100 kites to be assembled at the Asan Beach. And the children will have an opportunity to learn to assemble the kites and then to fly them tomorrow. On Saturday, beginning at 1 o'clock in the afternoon through 4 o'clock, we'll have a program of kite spectaculars, as well as a kite festival again on Sunday. As most people will notice, we extended the days and the length of the kite festival because we were just overwhelmed last year with the attendance, and everybody wanted to have additional time to see the kite festival. And so we're very glad to be able now to offer to our community 2 days of a kite spectacular that is going to be a real treat for the eyes and the spirit.
Speaking of a treat, it's also a fundraising event, and because it's free of charge, people need to understand how it is you raise money during this time.
We have very, very special sponsors. Take Care is our title sponsor, who is the sponsor for the 3rd consecutive year. A number of other sponsors, including the Outrigger, GVB, Nissan, Continental, the Bank of Guam, all have donated much in the way of resources and hours to put together something like this. It is free for everybody coming in, but we also will be selling refreshments and kites at the venue. We'll have about 14 vendors selling refreshments. We also have entertainment. We have games for the children. It really will be a wonderful, wonderful community event, and we encourage everyone to come out and join us.
And save your appetite and save your money, because you're going to need a little bit of that, each of that when you're there, because there's so much to see. So many great booths. I was there last year and I had such fun, and I wanted to expand upon the fun that you could have while you're there. Tell us, Dave, when people go to these kite flying events, tell us about the colorful extravaganza that's presented for them.
Well, you know, it's not often you can go to a show like this and not only watch the excitement, but also participate in it. I mean, you can actually not only watch the giant kites being flown by these experts that have come from around the world, but you can get out there and fly your own kite and be one of the experts. So there's a participatory element that really makes it very, very special and very exciting for people. And I think that folks who have an image in their head of what kites might be are going to be startled if they haven't been out to the festival before. We brought, from the mainland, we brought 4 pieces of, that are over 80 feet long. I've got 2 giant octopus that are 80 feet long. I've got a giant manta ray. I've got some kites that we're going to set up down near the ground that people can walk inside. And that's just the kites that we brought. And we've got 50 different kite flyers that have brought stuff like this. So it's going to be a fantastic show.
Just to give us a sneak peek of some of the other teams, because let's face it, it takes a team to fly these huge kites. Tell us what else, what other visually stunning...
Well, I think one of the really special things that's going on here is 3 years ago when we started, we had 2 other countries that participated with us. And now we've got 11 different countries. So there's a wonderful mix of cultures that are going to be out there on the field. The Koreans with their indigenous kites, the folks from Taiwan, from Malaysia, from Thailand, from Indonesia are coming in. And we've got Germans and Australians and the Japanese team. So we've got a wonderful mix of kites from around the world. And that's one of the very special things about kites, is that almost every culture has their own indigenous or traditional kind of kite flying, and yet we have this commonality that we can all come together and share ideas, share our enthusiasm, and share these flying art forms with each other. And again, I want to stress, people come out on the field and join us together, grab hold of a line, and be part of the show.
And I want people to appreciate your background and experience in kite flying. Tell us about the history of your kite flying.
Me personally, I started kite flying as a young kid, and I guess as I got to be a bigger kid, I just kept flying bigger and bigger kites, which is now I'm a really big kid and I've got these 90-foot long kites. So I think all of us have these whimsical, youthful memories of kite flying and the joy that came along to holding onto a string and having a big piece of fun at the end of it, and that doesn't change. And the nice thing is that you can now take that experience and share it with your own children, and you can do it on this fantastic and historical venue and do it to support a wonderful cause.
And Jackie,
the other individual that we're very, very proud to have is Ray Bethel, who is a multiple kite flying champion of the world. He is hearing impaired, which makes our project tomorrow with the school children particularly special. And he is a very, very special individual, and his talents are amazing. He flies many kites to music, and it's such a wonderful spectacular to see.
And I'm glad you mentioned flying kites with music, because that's part of the challenge.